Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, this can't be it? This can't be the man I used to be? The energy's gone, the drive is fading, and the man who once felt unstoppable now struggles just to get through the day. But here's the shocker, it's not your fault, and it's not aging, at least not the way you think. Because new research has revealed that the key to restoring your strength, stamina, and even your sexual vitality might already be sitting in your kitchen, not in a bottle, not in a pill, but in the fruit drawer. I'm Dr. James. For over 30 years, I've helped men over 60 reclaim their energy and identity, not with trends or gimmicks, but with real clinical science. And what I discovered changed the way I treat aging forever. You see, most men think decline is inevitable, but it's not. In fact, the most powerful solution doesn't come from medicine, it comes from food. Specific fruits, backed by decades of research, that help reignite testosterone, restore circulation, fight inflammation, and unlock the youthful vitality you thought was gone for good. In just a moment, I'll show you exactly what to eat. 7 fruits grouped into 2 powerful categories. Each one works on a different root cause of masculine decline, and when combined, the results can be nothing short of life-changing. Let me show you what's possible, starting tomorrow morning. Before we dive into these 7 powerful fruits that could help you feel years younger, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell, so you never miss another science-backed health tip made specifically for men over 60. And if this resonates with you, just type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I'm here to serve you better, and your feedback means everything. Let's start with the first group, the foundation of masculine vitality. Fruits that directly support testosterone production and healthy blood flow. These aren't just helpful, they're essential. Without strong circulation and balanced hormones, energy fades, motivation drops, and performance, in every sense of the word, begins to suffer. But with the right nutrients, your body can turn that around faster than you think. Here are the 3 fruits that lead the charge. 1. Pomegranate, the king of masculine fruits. I'll never forget one of my patients, Alan, a retired engineer in his early 70s. He came to me tired, frustrated, and quietly ashamed that he no longer felt like himself. His energy was gone, his motivation low, and intimacy with his wife had become almost non-existent. He looked me in the eye and said, "Dr. James, I just want to feel like a man again." What I told him shocked him, and probably will surprise you too. I didn't prescribe a drug. I told him to start drinking a glass of 100% pure pomegranate juice every morning. Just that. And 2 weeks later, he came back with a different energy in his step. "Something's working," he said. His mood had lifted, his blood pressure had dropped, and yes, even his performance in the bedroom had improved. That's not a fluke. In a clinical study from Queen Margaret University, men who drank pomegranate juice daily for just 14 days saw a 24% increase in testosterone levels. That's the kind of improvement some men spend months chasing through expensive hormone treatments, and it came from a fruit. But it's not just about testosterone. Pomegranate is loaded with punicillagins and ellagic acid, compounds that repair blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and restore the pathways your body uses to produce energy and drive. It's like sending in a cleanup crew to a neglected factory, and suddenly production is back online. You can drink the juice, eat the seeds, or even use a concentrate. The key is daily consistency. And for men over 65, this isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Now, if pomegranate is the king, then the next fruit is the silent warrior. Small, unassuming, but with the power to transform your circulation and sharpen your mind in ways you'd never expect. Let's talk about it. 2. Blueberries, the circulation champions. There's something quiet and humble about blueberries. They don't shout for attention, they don't look exotic or rare, but that's what makes them so powerful. I remember a patient named Bill, 68, who came to me not with a major complaint but with a lingering question: why don't I feel sharp anymore? His blood work looked fine, but he said he felt like there was a fog in his mind and a heaviness in his body, like his spark was dimming. We started with something simple. 1 cup of blueberries every morning, frozen or fresh, didn't matter. A few weeks later, he looked me in the eye and said, "It's like the lights came back on." That's the power of circulation, not just to the body, but to the brain. The magic lies in compounds called anthocyanins. They're what give blueberries their deep color, but more importantly, they help blood vessels relax and expand. That means better blood flow to your brain, your heart, and yes, even where it matters most for intimacy. In one long-term study at Harvard involving over 25,000 men, regular berry consumption was directly linked to lower rates of erectile dysfunction, with the greatest benefit in men over 65. But blueberries do more than support blood flow. They protect the brain, stabilize energy, and contain vitamin C and manganese, both vital for cellular energy production. The result? More clarity, more stamina, a feeling that your body is working with you, not against you. And here's the beauty of it. Blueberries are easy. A handful in your yogurt, tossed into oatmeal, blended into a smoothie. No pills, no plans, just nature doing its job. But if blueberries are the quiet heroes of your cardiovascular system, the next fruit is something else entirely. It works from the inside out, unlocking a hidden pathway that fuels performance and vitality in a way no other food can. It's sweet, it's refreshing, and it might just be nature's answer to a little blue pill. Let's dive into it. 3. Watermelon, nature's ED fighter. I'll be honest with you, I used to think watermelon was just a sweet summer treat, something for barbecues and hot afternoons, not serious medicine. But then I met Henry, 71, a retired high school coach. He came into my office with a wry smile and said, "Doc, I don't need a miracle, just enough spark to feel like myself again." His blood pressure was creeping up, his energy was down, and intimacy had quietly faded into the background of his life. That's when I told him something that surprised him, and surprises most men. Watermelon isn't just fruit, it's functional. In fact, it's packed with a compound called L-citrulline, which your body converts into L-arginine and then into nitric oxide, the very molecule that prescription ED medications are built around. But this is completely natural. No side effects, no awkward doctor visits, just a slice of fruit that gets to the root of the problem. Poor circulation. One study in Italy gave men with mild erectile dysfunction just 1.5 grams of L-citrulline daily, the amount found in about 1 to 2 cups of watermelon. Within 4 weeks, half of them improved to normal function. That's incredible. And most people don't even realize the white rind, the part we usually throw away, contains the highest concentration of this performance-boosting compound. I told Henry to blend the rind and flesh together into a smoothie. He stuck with it. A month later, he told me he and his wife had started taking walks again. And not just after dinner. There was a spark in his voice I hadn't heard before. When consumed daily, watermelon doesn't just support sexual health. It enhances blood flow throughout the body, boosts physical performance, and lifts overall energy. It's simple, it's effective, and it works from the inside out. Now, those first 3 fruits lay the foundation. They help fuel testosterone, boost circulation, and restore function. But what if we could take things even further? What if the next group of fruits could feed your energy at the cellular level, sharpen your mood, and unlock a new level of vitality? Let's explore what happens when food becomes fuel for your entire system. 4. Citrus fruits, the hormone helpers. There's something timeless about peeling an orange. The scent alone can lift your mood. I remember growing up, my father, a strong, quiet man, used to eat one every morning with his coffee. Back then, I just thought it was routine. But years later, after diving into the research and working with men struggling to reclaim their energy and drive, I realized he was doing more for his body than any supplement ever could. Citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes, are so much more than just a source of vitamin C. They're packed with powerful compounds like hesperidin, naringin, and quercetin, flavonoids that don't just support immune health, but actually help your body produce testosterone more efficiently. And here's the part most men don't realize. Vitamin C is essential for hormone synthesis in both the adrenal glands and the testes. Without it, your body simply doesn't produce at full capacity. In one study, men who increased their citrus intake by just 2 servings a day saw marked improvements not only in testosterone levels, but also in mood, circulation, and day-to-day energy. Blood vessels functioned better, blood pressure improved, and many reported feeling more emotionally steady, something we don't talk about enough but matters deeply as we age. What's powerful about citrus is how accessible it is. Have an orange with breakfast. Squeeze lemon into your water. Keep grapefruit slices chilled and ready for a midday snack. Simple shifts, big returns. I had a patient, Ron, who told me after 3 weeks of consistent citrus intake, he stopped crashing in the afternoon. He said, "Doc, I'm not just awake, I'm alive." And that's the kind of result I want for every man listening to this. Now, if citrus fruits are your body's spark plugs, the next fruit is your hormone's best friend. Rich, creamy, and loaded with the kind of fats your body actually needs to keep testosterone flowing strong. Most men avoid it, but once they learn the truth, they never look back. Let's talk about it. 5. Avocados, the testosterone fat source. It still amazes me how many men come into my office terrified of fat. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that fat was the enemy, that eating anything rich or creamy would send us straight into a heart attack. But the truth is, some fats are essential. Not just good, essential, especially for men our age. And no food proves that better than the avocado. I remember Frank, a 66-year-old retired firefighter who had cut all fat from his diet in an effort to stay heart healthy. But in doing so, his testosterone had plummeted, his mood was low, and he felt like his energy was stuck in neutral. When I asked what kind of fats he was eating, he looked confused. None, really, isn't that the point? I handed him an avocado and said, "Start here." Avocados are one of nature's richest sources of monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil, and your body needs these fats to produce testosterone. Testosterone is built from cholesterol. That's right, the very thing we've been taught to fear is actually the raw material for the hormone that gives you energy, drive, and muscle strength. Without enough healthy fat, your testosterone simply can't stay at optimal levels. But there's more. Avocados also contain boron, a trace mineral shown to increase free testosterone by as much as 25%. They also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, all crucial for hormone health, immune function, and even sleep quality. Frank added just half an avocado a day to his routine. Within a month, his mood lifted, his energy evened out, and he told me, "I feel grounded again like myself." It's simple. Don't fear the fat, feed your hormones. And speaking of fuel, there's one fruit left in this group that's often overlooked. It's portable, sweet, and perfectly designed to deliver a steady stream of energy when your body needs it most. And it works faster than you'd expect. Let me show you. 6. Bananas, the steady energy booster. There's something beautifully simple about a banana. No peeling devices, no fancy preparation, just grab it and go. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This everyday fruit might be one of the most underrated tools for sustaining energy, supporting hormones, and keeping your body running strong, especially as you age. One of my patients, Martin, 70, a retired mechanic, used to hit a wall every afternoon. "It's like my battery just died," he told me. He'd try coffee, sugary snacks, anything to get through the day, but nothing lasted. I suggested something surprisingly simple, a ripe banana mid-morning and another right before his afternoon walk. Within 2 weeks, he was calling it his yellow miracle. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that plays a vital role in muscle function, blood pressure regulation, and cardiovascular health. Most men don't get enough of it, and they feel the effects in the form of fatigue, cramps, or sluggish recovery after physical activity. But that's just the beginning. They're also packed with vitamin B6, which is essential for testosterone production and the synthesis of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, the very chemicals that drive motivation, focus, and emotional well-being. And thanks to their unique combination of natural sugars and fiber, bananas deliver quick energy without the crash. Martin told me he no longer needed his second cup of coffee just to stay awake. He felt sharper, steadier, and more in control. It's small, boss, he said, but it's made a big difference. When eaten at the right time, and especially when the peel has those brown speckles, bananas become the perfect natural fuel. They're easy on the stomach, good before activity, and ideal for balancing blood sugar. So far, we've talked about fruits that build your foundation: testosterone, circulation, and energy. But there's still one more group you need to know about. Because even with good hormones and strong blood flow, there's a silent force working against you every day. And if you don't address it, you'll never truly feel your best. Let's talk about the quiet threat of inflammation and the fruits that fight back. 7. The antioxidant protectors: strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. We've talked a lot about hormones, circulation, and energy, the outward signs of vitality. But there's something deeper, something quieter that often gets overlooked. And I believe it's one of the biggest reasons some men age gracefully while others seem to fade too quickly. That silent force is inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation, or what scientists now call inflammaging, slowly damages your blood vessels, dulls your brain, weakens your muscles, and suppresses testosterone production. You don't feel it all at once. It creeps in, stealing your strength, your sharpness, your drive. But here's the good news. Nature gave us the antidote, and it comes in the form of small, colorful, powerful berries. Strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries are more than just sweet snacks. They're among the richest sources of antioxidants on Earth, compounds that neutralize free radicals and calm inflammatory pathways that accelerate aging. I had a patient, Carl, 69, who'd been feeling mentally cloudy, stiff in the mornings, and just slow. We added a cup of mixed berries to his breakfast every other day. After a month, he told me, "I feel like I've woken up from something, like I've got a little fire back." Each berry has its own superpower. Strawberries contain fisetin, a plant compound linked to longer health span and improved brain function. Blackberries are loaded with anthocyanins that support blood vessels and memory. Raspberries provide ellagic acid, a compound that helps protect testosterone and supports a healthy metabolism. Together, they form a complete defense system, not just preserving your energy, but helping you rebuild it. And the best part? They're easy to add to your routine. Frozen or fresh in smoothies or with oatmeal, it doesn't matter. What matters is consistency. Now imagine for a moment what it would feel like to put all of this together. What if you had a simple daily rhythm built around 7 fruits that didn't just support your health but actually made you feel like yourself again? Strong, focused, alive. In just a moment, I'll show you how to make that vision your new reality. Conclusion. Your next chapter starts now. You've just discovered 7 powerful fruits, each with a unique role in rebuilding what time may have taken. From pomegranates boosting testosterone, to blueberries and watermelon fueling blood flow, citrus and avocados supporting hormone health, bananas lifting energy, and berries fighting inflammation, this isn't just nutrition, it's restoration. I've seen these changes firsthand in the lives of men who thought their best years were behind them. But they weren't, and neither are yours. Start simple. Stay consistent. Your next chapter doesn't have to be slower. It can be stronger than ever.